The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. The purpose of life is to discover your gift. The work of life is to develop it. The meaning of life is to give your gift away. David Viscott. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. John Lennon. 80% of success is showing up. Woody Allen. Build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs. Farrah Gray. It is never too late to be what you might have been. George Eliot. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Henry Ford. You can't fall if you don't climb. But there's no joy in living your whole life on the ground. Unknown. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Joshua Marine. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. Booker T. Washington. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Jim Rohn. Rarely have I seen a situation where doing less than the other guy is a good strategy. Jimmy Spithill. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. The best revenge is massive success. Frank Sinatra. My biggest motivation? Just to keep challenging myself. I see life almost like one long university education that I never had. Every day I'm learning something new. Richard Branson. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain. Whatever you can do, or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Anais Nin. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Aristotle. Do what you can, where you are, with what you have. Theodore Roosevelt. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. George Adair. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Japanese proverb. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln. The only thing that stands between you and your dream is the will to try and the belief that it is actually possible. Joel Brown. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. Steve Jobs. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The only thing that is impossible is the thing you don't try. George Bernard Shaw. The only way to fail is to give up. Winston Churchill. The only way to find true happiness is to risk being completely unhappy. Jim Carrey. The only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible. Alice in Wonderland. The only way to live is to accept each challenge that comes your way. Helen Keller. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. Alan Watts. The only way to overcome fear is to face it. Eleanor Roosevelt. The only way to stay ahead of the competition is to keep learning. Brian Tracy. The only way to truly understand something is to experience it. Albert Einstein. The only way to win is to never give up. Michael Jordan 38. Thanks for watching this video. And subscribe for more.